Your paycheck just hit your account. You open the banking app, see that beautiful 4-digit number, and for exactly 3 seconds you feel rich. Then reality kicks in. The rent is due on Tuesday, your car is making that noise again. You promised your friend you would go out this weekend, and somehow by Thursday you are back to ramen. Sound familiar? I am Hamster. The problem is not that you do not make enough money. The problem is that you are doing everything backwards. You are treating your paycheck like a suggestion instead of a strategy. If you have ever said, I will save whatever is left over, only to find nothing left, stick around. Today we are talking about eating the frog on payday. A recent survey found that 55% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Another 25% have less than $1,000 in savings. The traditional approach of spend first, save later is failing millions. But there is another way, and it starts with a single shift. Pay yourself first. Brian Tracy wrote a book called Eat That Frog. Do the hardest, most important task first. When it comes to your paycheck, the frog is paying yourself first. Most people pay bills first and save what is left. But if you wait to save what is left over, there will never be anything left over. Your expenses expand to consume every dollar. The wealthy do the opposite. They pay themselves first, before rent, before groceries, before anything else. Frogs do not get easier to swallow if you wait. They just get bigger. The psychological secret is that once you automate paying yourself first, you never miss the money. It is gone before you have a chance to spend it. This is called choice architecture. By removing the temptation, you are not relying on willpower. You are designing a system where the money is already saved before you see your balance. That is why automation is the most powerful tool in personal finance. Let us say you take home $5,600 a month. When you eat the frog, the first thing you do is transfer $1,100 to your investment account and $400 to your emergency fund. That is $1,500 gone before you see it. Then you live on the remaining $4,100. I hear the objections. My rent alone is 65% of my income. If your true necessities are consuming more than 55 to 60% of your income, you have a lifestyle problem, not an income problem. That may mean a roommate, a cheaper car, or moving. Mathematics does not care about your feelings. When you pay yourself first, you are stress testing your lifestyle. If you cannot live on 85% of your income, your fixed expenses are too high. The solution is not to save less, it is to reduce your fixed costs. This is the hard truth that separates wealth builders from everyone else. True necessities are housing, food, transportation, utilities, and healthcare. Not premium cable, not meal delivery, not unused gym memberships. Your necessities should be no more than 55 to 60% of your take-home pay. Traditional approach on $5,600 take-home, rent $1,800, utilities $200, groceries $550, student loans $500, car $400, insurance $250, gas $130, phone $100. That is $3,930, leaving $1,670. Then eating out, coffee, gifts, car repairs, you are at zero. But when you pay yourself first, $1,500, you live on $4,100. That $1,800 apartment suddenly looks expensive. You get creative. The familiar 50-30-20 rule, needs, wants, savings, is a good start. But a more aggressive approach is 55% necessities, 15% investing, and 30% for everything else, including wants. The exact numbers matter less than setting a limit and sticking to it. Most people have no idea what they actually spend money on. Building wealth requires knowing exactly where every dollar goes. Unconscious spending is the enemy. The 30-day spending audit. For 30 days, write down every expense. You will find subscriptions you forgot, and you will see how much eating out actually costs. The latte factor is real, not about shaming you, but about conscious spending. A $5 daily coffee adds up to $1,825 a year. Invested at 7% over 20 years, that is over $75,000. But the point is not to eliminate coffee. It is to decide whether coffee is worth $75,000 of future wealth. For some people, yes. For others, no. The key is making the decision consciously. Step 1. Pay yourself first. Automate it so you never see the money. Step 2. Stay current on debt payments. Pay at least the minimum on time. Your credit score is valuable. One missed payment can destroy years of progress. Step 3. Build an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in a boring high-yield savings account. Not invested, not in crypto. If your monthly essentials are $3,500, a 3-month fund is $10,500. When you have an emergency fund, unexpected expenses stop being crises. Your car needs brakes, you write a check, life continues. Some people prefer a 2-tier fund, $3,000 in cash for immediate access and the rest in a high-yield savings account. This keeps some money ultra-liquid while still earning interest. If you invest $200 a month starting at age 25 at 7%, you will have over $520,000 by 65. If you wait until 35, you will have about $250,000. You cut your retirement in half by waiting 10 years. Time is more powerful than money. If your employer matches 100% of contributions up to 4% of your salary and you do not take it, you are giving up a 4% raise. On $70,000, that is $2,800 per year, over $260,000 in lost growth over 30 years. Your target savings rate should be 15% of gross income, including the match. Keep it simple. Buy low-cost index funds. The S&P 500 has averaged about 10% over 90 years. Or use a target date retirement fund. Do not try to time the market. If you cannot save $200 a month, save $50. The most important thing is to start. A small snowball today is better than a large one never. 2 methods. Debt snowball, smallest balance first, gives psychological wins. Debt avalanche, highest interest first, saves more money mathematically. Pick one and stick to it. Consistency beats the perfect strategy. Most people fail because they keep switching. $2,000 credit card at 22%, $5,000 personal loan at 12%, $10,000 car loan at 6%. Snowball attacks the $2,000 first. Avalanche attacks the 22% first, same debt, then the 12% loan. Both work. Just choose and execute. Be careful with 0% balance transfers. Most people do not pay them off in time. When you pay off a debt, take the money you were paying each month and add it to the next debt's payment. This is the cascade. It accelerates rapidly. Your first debt might take a year, but the second will take less and the third even less. When you get a raise, put 50% toward increasing savings and investments, 25% toward accelerating debt payoff, and 25% toward lifestyle improvements. This way you get richer as you earn more, not just more expensive. When you pay off a debt, redirect that payment to the next debt or to investing. The payment does not disappear. It gets reassigned to building wealth. Every time you get a cost of living raise or a promotion, immediately increase your automatic investment by half the amount. If you get a $200 monthly raise, increase your automated savings by $100. You will never miss what you never saw. Budgeting is not about restriction. It is about being intentional. If you have paid yourself first, covered your bills, and allocated $250 for entertainment, spend that $250 guilt-free. You are not stealing from your future. The problem is doing it backwards, spending first, then stressing about bills. That is financial anxiety. Create a no-guilt spending bucket. Once the money is gone, it is gone. But while it lasts, enjoy it. Broke people ask, "Can I afford this?" Wealthy people ask, "Is this how I want to spend my money?" The first question is reactive. The second is proactive. When you have a plan, you answer the second question with confidence. When you eat the frog first, you stop feeling deprived and start feeling empowered. When you do not, you become a financial procrastinator. I will start next month. Next month never comes. The 1% rule. Increase your savings rate by 1% this month. On $5,600, that is $56. You will not notice it. Next month, add another 1%. Within a year, you are saving 12% instead of nothing. If your income is irregular, base your pay yourself first amount on your lowest expected monthly income. Anything extra goes straight to savings. The first $100 saved feels tiny, but it is the hardest. Once you have $100, then $500, then $1,000, you start to see momentum. The psychology of progress is powerful. Celebrate each milestone, not with spending, but with recognition. Set up automatic transfers on Payday. If you cannot automate, use the 24-hour rule. Make the transfer within 24 hours of receiving your paycheck, or you are not serious. When you get a windfall, apply the same principle. Pay yourself first from the windfall. Put 50% toward long-term investments, 25% toward debt, and 25% toward something fun. This way you celebrate without derailing your progress. A $5,000 bonus becomes $2,500 invested, $1,250 toward debt, and $1,250 for you. That is a win-win. The first $100,000 is the hardest because you are doing all the work. After that, your money starts working for you. At $100,000, a 7% return is $7,000 a year, $583 a month, without you lifting a finger. That is like getting a part-time job that never asks for time off. So focus on that first $100,000. Paying yourself first is the only way to get there. Here is your choice. Keep doing what you have always done and keep getting what you have always gotten. Or swallow that frog on your next payday. Pay yourself first. The frog tastes terrible going down, but financial freedom tastes sweet on the other side. Your 24-hour action plan. Set up an automatic transfer for the day after your next paycheck. Calculate 15% of your gross income. That is your target savings rate. Track every expense for 30 days. Increase your 401k contribution to get the full employer match. Pick a debt payoff method and start this week. You do not need to do everything at once. Start with step 1, automation, then build. The most important thing is to begin. If this changed how you think about payday, hit subscribe. I am Hamster. See you in the next one.